starting a singing group.
Oh, look, there's a comment from Chris in here. Said, hi, Shauna.
Hi, Shauna. Hello.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to our Thursday night live stream. We have guests.
Yes, which are way cool, and I'm super excited. If
Audio's
you didn't
working,
know,
by the way.
oh,
Is
that
it?
is
Oh,
good.
thank you very much.
We got a thumbs up from inside of the living room.
So welcome to our Thursday live stream. I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel, and we're two crazy ketos, along with
Miriam.
And I'm Chris.
And they are the owners of Keto Chow.
That's right.
And we're celebrating Chris's birthday, so Miriam surprised him with a flight to Florida to hang out with us.
Is that
Yes.
like the best thing ever?
I think so. We're having a blast.
It's what most people get for their birthday, right?
But we have to, while we're here, you know what we have to do? There's a birthday in the house.
Let's
Oh.
do it.
That's
Here we go.
right.
Do I have to sing to myself?
When
Yeah,
is your
absolutely.
actual birthday?
Saturday.
It'd be...
It's on Saturday.
I don't know. Today's the 18th, so
Yeah, it's
2
on
days
the
from now.
20th.
Okay, so it's Saturday. Okay.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so I'm going to answer the first question
We gotta see who's in.
that everybody has, though, Joe, and
Okay.
that is yes, they do smell deliciously like chocolate toffee keto chow.
Oh, okay.
That is exactly what they smell like. Chocolate toffee keto chow. Just happiness.
I'm like,
Okay.
smell it.
And we got
Sunscreen?
some sun today because we spent the entire day on the beach.
It was
It was
an
awesome.
excuse to sit around
We
and
just
talk.
And do
sat
nothing.
there
It
and
was
I put
fantastic.
my
We didn't
feet
go in the
sand.
water, but we did just
We're-
sit and
we're even
relax
in the
and do
water.
nothing.
So I have a weird, like, sunburn, as I
How
always
did you
do.
accomplish that?
Just there,
Thumbs
nowhere
up.
else.
That's funny because you were completely covered.
Completely covered. I look like somebody that was like boy in the bubble, because I know if any part of my body is exposed to the sun, I'm getting it. I am
Yeah.
totally getting it. And it was right there.
You can see who's in here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris is here.
Shauna's in there.
And Becky's in here.
Hey, Becky.
And Christopher and
Yeah.
Shauna.
Hey, Gail.
And
Hey,
Gail.
Shauna.
I'm not going to
Krista.
comment anymore, though. Sorry,
Trucker
guys.
Cat.
Hey, Trucker Cat.
And Jess, Leonka said hello to the gang is here. Hello.
Hello.
Blumizzy. That's a
Ooh.
new name.
I love
Welcome.
that.
Or
No,
Blue Missy?
we know Blue Missy.
I don't remember that name.
He's just reading it wrong in his brain.
That's why. Brianna said 4 crazy ketos.
Yay!
That's right.
Stacy! I'm so freaking happy.
Right family is here.
Hey,
Brandon
Right family.
is here. Tater's mom does keto. Gigi girl
Gigi
said, what a great
girl.
birthday
I know,
gift.
right? The best.
Catherine said, I was just ordering keto chow and you guys popped up.
That's why we're here.
I actually, okay, so I totally read that wrong, and I thought it said that we pooped up.
Oh, dear.
We didn't pooped up. We popped up. Yeah, they wrote it
Keto on a
correctly.
budget said, Chris and Miriam, I haven't got my Lynn meringue yet. I ordered it at 3 p.m. this afternoon. It's
Oh,
not
We
man.
have dropped the ball.
But
What
we
is
did-
going on back at the warehouse?
Amazon now. Right now.
We were talking today about how Amazon really is pushing because they want to eventually have drone delivery.
Yeah.
And I mean, think about that. Like, you can order something and 2 hours later, it's going to be at your door delivered by a drone dropping it off.
The other thing that we all noticed was no matter how tiny the delivery is, it's always in a giant box.
Giant box.
With a
Yeah.
very tiny piece of paper and like one piece of tape.
Yeah.
Or one
One little pillow
deflated
thing.
air pillow.
Yeah.
It's
like,
true.
And they'll ship my like light bulbs in it. Same thing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, hey, please, everybody do us a favor. Make sure you go hit that like button down below if you're watching on a mobile phone. Just exit on out of
Now
the
the
chat.
gang's all here.
Now Anthony's home, too.
Anthony
So
just
exit out of
walked
the
in.
chat, hit that like button, and then you can jump right
I
back
exited
in.
out.
Come
of the
say
chat
hi to
with the
everybody,
button.
Mr. Anthony. He's never gotten
We're
to
close
see.
up because we needed to put the
Yeah.
white screen
It's
in.
true.
in
Anthony's
time.
wondering like, why are
You're off camera. There you are.
So close. You're gonna be in a video tomorrow being released.
Yeah. Oh, the keto box video.
Keto box.
Okay. So where's Sarah? Didn't come home?
No.
Okay.
She's afraid.
She didn't have her car.
Oh, okay. So Patty, a lot of people saying happy birthday, Chris.
Hey, thanks.
Lion Girl said hello from Hamilton, Ontario. Happy early birthday, Chris. Ron said happy birthday.
Shauna says Miriam looks a little pink.
I am a little pink.
You should see her leg.
Both of my legs are bright red.
He had a budget said, Rachel,
I got-
you're so short next to them.
I know. I need to like.
Miriam is tall.
I'm
She-
tall.
She is so beautiful and statuesque. I always wanted to be tall like that, like a supermodel.
I
Like
thought you were tall when we met.
you and Autumn from Watch Autumn Keto.
Is she tall?
She's
Wonder
really- she's
Woman.
like 6'1".
Both
Oh,
of you
wow.
guys,
That's taller than me.
like gorgeous.
He said if Chris is on camera, who's going to get Joe behind on comments?
Snuggle.
Oh,
Heath, you got this.
Is Heather
I
on?
believe in you.
we're putting all of our trust in
We're
you.
behind. Look at the little cursor on the
Yeah.
side. Trucker Cat said Chris needs to stop playing with us and just make the large bags of lemon.
I'll get right on that.
Okay.
Making them
We
myself.
need that.
Tomorrow.
We
A
definitely
lot
need
of
that.
people are really enjoying the lemon.
It's true.
Now, what is it? How do you like to use the lemon?
So I've mixed it up with heavy cream and I mixed it up with butter. I liked it better with butter. So
For the
it
win.
It was
Butter.
really good that way.
Have you done an ice cream yet?
Yes, I have. The one thing I noticed about the ice cream now, a bunch of people say that they can't tell, but the lemon is using real salt as the salt, and so there will be a little bit of grit at the bottom of the shaker. As long as you don't pour the whole thing in there and you let the grit stay at the bottom, when you pour it into the ice cream maker, fantastic. But the first time I made it, I got some of that grit in there.
Oh.
And so I was like eating the ice cream, and I was like, there's the real salt. There's the real salt.
Oh.
But other than that,
I didn't notice.
I don't
it.
know.
Miriam, most people don't notice, but some of us are kind of funny about it.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, like if it's a texture, if you're really sensitive to textures, maybe. But it's all good stuff. You want to
Yep.
soak
Joe
that
said
down.
he's riding his bike through the streets of Miramar while watching
Miramar.
/ listening.
Wow.
Awesome.
Hey, don't crash.
Yes, do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
crash. Be careful. My mom is no longer allowed. I see my mom. Hey, family. She is no longer allowed to ride a 2-wheel bicycle.
Oh.
We made her get a 3-wheel because
Okay.
she was a little bit like the owl from Harry Potter that was like delivering the mail
Oh,
and crashing
Errol.
into things. It was like,
Aw.
yeah, 3-wheeler for the win.
Shauna said it's like Romper Roomba a million times better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Joe, stay dry.
Bears on a bench.
Hey, Myra.
Sonia said, "Hey, Keto Quartet."
La la la.
4 crazy ketos. We did show up to what was the name of the restaurant yesterday?
La Tub.
La
I bet you
Tub.
Joe's
Oh,
probably
it
heard
was
of La
yum.
Tub.
Yeah,
And-
Joe, have you been there?
And we had our 2 crazy ketos shirts on. That's what we flew into Florida
So cute.
wearing. Boy, were our arms tired. But anyway, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I love your shirts. They're so cool with the little avocados." And we're like, "Yeah, they're cool."
We love them too.
Thank you. They're like couples
Oh,
shirts.
Vivid J's on. He said, "Thank you all for your thoughts and
Yes,
Hey.
absolutely. How are you feeling, Mr. Jason? Are you feeling better? Are you getting some rest?
Keto on a budget ordered 5 more packets.
There
I'm
you go.
assuming of that lemon
Lemon
meringue.
meringue.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Joe, there's a job prospect for your Amazon Prime delivery.
Right? Now that you've got your pilot's license, would you do that or would you be afraid to touch people's stuff?
I'm pretty sure it's piloted by computer.
Yeah, it would be all piloted by computer.
Oh.
Now, Joe could be a pilot pirate.
And go get their stuff as soon as that lands.
That's
Ron said,
not
"It isn't
good.
a Fantastic Four." Hi from Ron and Eileen in Westminster, Maryland.
Well, hi, Ron and
Hey.
Eileen.
Constance is
Constance.
here.
Lisa Bradley, yeah, my 2 favorite couples together.
Aw.
Aww. Hey, Tamara B.
Patty got an empty envelope from Amazon this
man.
week. They refunded my money and I reordered the item. And reordered my item.
That's strange, right? Because you're like, was there a hole in the bottom? Like, how did it fall out? Or did you just totally, forget it? Okay, so this is a shipper thing.
Yeah.
I want to know, what is the silliest thing that you've done shipping products? Because
I've made mistakes.
Yes. I get distracted and like you have what the item that you're putting into the box and then you have the shipping label right next to it.
Oh, yeah.
So many times I have thoughtlessly put the label inside of the box, made the box up,
Yeah.
and
Now,
then you go
here's the
and you're
thing
like,
is,
and you're like,
nobody could really understand Rachel
Yeah.
doing this. You don't have a box out there that's wrapped,
No.
right? So normally it would be, okay, slice open straight down the middle, put a
Oh,
new
yeah.
label in there.
Yeah.
Rachel covers the entire box in tape, all 6 sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she wraps and wraps and wraps and then wraps and wraps and wraps. Like she'll use a half a roll of tape on each box. So it's not super easy to break into that box
Yeah.
to get the label out.
We use
Yeah.
value tape. I like
Value.
joke with my brother that it's gonna be like the Seinfeld episode where she died from using like the really cheap glue. It's like a really cheap tape.
Well, the other
So-
thing is you're shipping comic books, and if all of that tape will help some of the water
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
get into the box if it gets rained on and stuff
It's not like
that.
you live in Florida.
But I feel like such a dope when I accidentally, and then I have to redo the whole thing. What is something silly that you've done packing a product?
Well, we did just send a bunch of stuff to Canada last week and completely forgot the entire box of chocolate peanut butter that
That
was
was a
supposed to go
mistake.
there.
Oh man. And you're like, dough.
Yeah. We do sometimes, like, we actually had, 2 orders, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was the same first name and same first initial of the last name
Yeah.
Oh
for
wow.
2 orders right next to each other, and the labels got switched.
swapped.
Oh.
Because we do a really good job of making sure the order goes with the
'Cause we
label.
have
and
all the orders with the label on top, so they have a big pile of orders, and they just do one at a time.
Yeah.
Each person has their own stack of orders, and
It's like, are you messing with me at this point?
Nah.
Like, yeah, some
It
of
was
the
pretty sad.
It
some
was
of the
a
names, yeah,
coincidence.
too, that I just don't. It's alcoholic, and you're like, no,
What?
I
That's
think
not
you're
real.
messing with me. I think you're messing with me. Ooh, Mara says my chocolate toffee order should be in tomorrow.
Watch out, Rachel might come steal it.
It's Heather.
she
You're
said
all
we're
tall.
all tall.
See, I totally got them behind.
I believe that you're a pocket size.
Yes,
Yeah.
Heather is absolutely fun size, and I miss Heather. We actually need Heather and Phil too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the-
where are
yes.
you guys at?
We will
Huh?
extend the bench.
So I thought it was funny today. So we were sitting on the beach, and then we decided, hey, okay, let's go inside. And we were inside talking, and it started just like, if everybody who lives in Florida will really appreciate that, it started drizzling.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so
And Chris
cute.
looks out the window, and
He's
he
like,
was like,
"Oh, it's-
boy, it's raining hard out. And I'm like,
And I was like, is
that's
it
like a spit right now.
Yeah.
You know, like-
but from Utah, do you
that's-
get a
that's-
lot of rain?
That's
that
a,
would,
that
the
would be a
rain
pretty
that we
good
got
rain
today was a heavy rain
for us.
for us.
Really?
Not
We
Well,
did-
now,
super
at one
heavy, but-
point when we were in the hotel, it did rain really
Yeah.
hard. Like, we'll get a flash flood like this. In 10 minutes, the whole street will be like a lake.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, you literally, on a regular Florida rain, would not have been able to see the other side of your
The
balcony.
kids
That's a
will
Florida rain
wakeboard
for the summer.
along our street. They will wakeboard.
So the rain that we
Oh,
had
how fun.
today, we had rain like that in early June in Salt Lake, and we were watching the weather the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, we got our entire month's worth of rain
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Wow.
whole month.
that day." It's like, okay, cool.
But it's great because we didn't get any rain in April. so-
Yeah.
But it was funny, they did get to experience, like, it started clouding up, and we're on the beach. We're like, oh, we had to go pay for the meter for our car. Like, oh, let's just go inside and we'll decide what we're going to eat or
Yeah.
something like that. And they're clouding up, and I'm like, yeah, it's about 3 o'clock. And nobody had a phone. And Chris was like, what? And I'm like, you can set your watch in
Joe
South
knows,
Florida
right?
by the rain. When it starts getting a cloud, 3 to 4 o'clock, it's going to pour.
It's
And then
true.
it got sunny out again.
Now, we don't want any kind of problem like the health scares and stuff. But a result of what's going on in the world is the hotel rooms.
They got the most awesome hotel. I wish
yeah.
you could put a picture up of it.
It is nuts.
It's bigger than our house,
It's
for real.
nicer than my house. Seriously.
1,200 square feet suite for $250 a night.
It is
That was pretty cool.
It is the entire length of it is nothing but ocean view.
When you
It's
show
so
up at
cool.
a,
So
at a
awesome.
hotel and it's a double door to get in the front
Right?
door.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing we were like.
I was like, is this the
whoa.
Hangover? And it's funny because this
on a
was
private balcony.
this was a surprise trip for you.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
So were you like scared when you're going and you're being like, how much did
It's
you
like,
pay for this?
Wait, what? This is a double door. That's scary.
Well, when we got into the room, I actually checked our bank account twice to make sure that what it
he
said we
thought I was
paid.
gonna pay crazy.
Because I'm
amounts
like,
of money,
that's
but
how much it says it
I
costs a
didn't.
night.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was
Becky says
reasonable.
that you need key lime flavor.
okay.
Oh, that
key
sounds
lime.
yummy.
You can make that using
You can.
Oh, drops.
the O drops.
Yes, you can.
So Vivid J went home yesterday.
Oh.
I'm glad.
Or on Tuesday. On Tuesday.
We're out of days. Like, what day is it? I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know.
So Chris, what was your reaction when, like, Miriam told you that you were gonna?
Oh,
Because like
I
we've
was-
known about it for over
Yeah.
a week.
Well, so she had me all these presents that kind of added up to we're going to Florida, and I was like, huh, okay, when? Oh, this week. Wow, okay. Actually, I was pretty stoic about it because I was just trying to like.
You're processing in your mind. Now it's like Joe. She's lost you now. Like all you can think, you're caught in like what's going on.
Well, it's funny because Chris texted me on Sunday. He goes, so apparently I'm going to Florida. I'm like, oh really? Like I knew the whole time. I'm like, really? Oh, that's kind of cool. Where are you going?
So is it hard for you to decompress and like get away and like allow yourself to just kind of have a little vacation?
Well, we have been answering emails, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner. Now, this is something that was interesting. Okay, so we hung out with you guys like all day.
Huh?
You guys showed up in the morning. Had you even eaten breakfast?
No.
Okay, we didn't eat anything.
Yeah,
The whole time we were there, we were just eating. I didn't get hungry. It was about the time that it was like, you know what? You guys had left, and it's like maybe we should go get some dinner now.
We haven't eaten.
All right, let's go eat. Let's go eat some Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes. And I know that there are better places, but we just know we can go there.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I'm not sure about the diet Pepsi that they brought me.
You're
Should have got water.
I should have just gotten water.
But that is interesting, right? Because we were just sitting out, and it's funny because pre-keto, when we would go to the beach or a park or anything like that, it was all about the snacks there too. There were beach snacks that you have to pack, and it's like we can't be at the beach unless we have all of these variety of snacks. Now we packed a big cooler with drinks in them and water and stuff. But
We didn't have drinks.
I didn't get hungry.
I did tell Ray, let me see that can over there. So we don't drink. We drink mostly Zevia, but Rachel got this because she knows like Chris likes Mountain Dew. I told her
the diet.
Don't ever buy that again.
It is so stinking
This is good.
It is the best.
Have you ever
thing
had that before?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
So the difference between the Mountain Dew Zero and the regular Diet Mountain Dew is this doesn't have orange juice concentrate.
Wow.
The other
Wow.
one
I didn't
does.
realize it had that.
I'd never had. I was like, do not buy that. She's like,
I'm
why?
in
I'm like,
love.
because that's like. She told me like you're never allowed to buy me Built Bars again, but she loves Built Bars. I'm
I
like,
love them.
but yeah, no.
Yeah, don't buy those Pop-Tarts. either.
Yeah, no Legendary Foods Pop-Tarts. Because they're so stinking good. But that Mountain Dew Zero is thebomb.com for real.
That stuff was good.
Aha!
Aha!
Mike's on. He said, "What is
Hey,
this?
Mike.
A suburban chicken farmer?"
Yes.
It is.
That's right.
It is. We're trying to like.
My chickens are bigger than your chickens.
Yeah. Have you started your chicken farm, everybody?
Because we're here to convert you.
Patty Ebb said, "I can't get
We
keto
got
chow
them
ice
converted.
cream right, but I keep trying."
Oh. Well, what's going on? What is there a consistency issue that you're having? Is it let us know what do
Are
you
you
think is the
making it
problem?
in a
Help you
blender,
troubleshoot.
or are you making it in
An ice cream.
an ice cream maker?
Have
'Cause
you
there's a
tried
huge difference.
unplugging the ice cream and plugging the ice cream back in? Because usually that's the
Are you
tech.
sure it's turned on?
That's right. I mean, is it turned on?
I saw somebody said, "Oh, Shauna said she likes the lemon with 3 true lemons and heavy
Yeah.
whipping cream."
See, I
We've
tried it
not
with
done
the
that.
True Lemon. I
We
didn't
gotta
like
do
it.
I thought it was
that.
delicious.
Heather likes it.
I did it with butter though.
I add true lemon with the lemon keto chow right before I drink it or make it into ice cream. That is such a
I
good
have
deal.
not
We
done
have
that
not
yet.
tried that.
Shauna said tonight later for dinner, vanilla keto chow with butter, old banana nut bread, and Capella graham cracker drops chilling now.
Okay, so Shauna will be over really soon. What time should we be over?
I don't know. Like,
You got enough for 4
what
more?
time is it? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, April she's late. She was at worship practice.
Well, that's a really good excuse.
Yeah.
We are
So
in Florida until Sunday.
Are you a soprano? Are you an alto? What do you
Who?
sing, Miss April?
Oh,
We're
April?
injured-
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like,
What section
I
of
am
the choir are you
neither
in?
of those.
Becky said, "Well done, Raid and Show. Great restaurant." Well,
Yeah,
our whole thing was
Le Tub is cool.
Le Tub is. It used to be a cash only place, but it is a hole in the wall. Like every
Yeah.
bench and like it's like they wrap these benches. You're like, oh, we can stick a bench there. So walk up 4 steps to put a table for.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It was good.
But it's really good. It's really unique. And we were just trying to figure out like what screams like South Florida, and it's just like what I like hole in the wall places and burgers, seafood.
And so what was nice was they had an option for all their burgers
Yep.
that you could order it Salisbury. I'm not quite sure
I don't know where
what
they
was
got
the
the name
attachment,
Salisbury from.
but basically like
It's bunless.
Salisbury was bunless with a side salad added to it. And
The thing about that place was always we never wanted to go there because everything was a la carte.
Right.
Oh.
But
You
for
never want
now,
to go because of fries. Like, you want your fries. But now that we don't eat fries,
It was
it's like,
actually
it's
perfect.
awesome.
yeah. And it was like just enough seafood, and it's on the water. So if you're ever coming to visit South Florida, try the La Tub. It's actually a really good restaurant. The only thing is, bring a fly swatter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like someone was gonna say, "Let my people go, Pharaoh," because there was so many
It was
flies.
so sad.
We were sitting on the water
It was- I feel
eating
like it's a
shrimp and
seafood.
crab legs.
Yeah.
And
Notice, though,
hamburgers.
as soon as the shrimp went away, there were no more flies.
Well, they
Yeah.
didn't show up when the shrimp showed up. They
It was
showed
the
up when the
crab.
burgers and the crab showed up.
Crab.
You know,
But
when
they
somebody
did.
comes to visit, you just want everything to be just right.
And apparently not.
You want to host their experience,
I
right?
thought it was great. I just was so happy.
And
with
they're
the
like-
crab legs. I didn't
And they're
care
like,
there were
"Wow,
flies
this is
everywhere."
delicious, guys! Like, this is awesome! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Like,
Joe worked a couple miles from La Tub, so he went there often.
Nice.
awesome!
Oh.
And I was
Stacy
just-
made egg loaf buns, keto flan, and keto chow drop biscuits.
Ooh, yum!
I've never even thought about, most of flan
Yeah,
is keto.
it
You
is.
change out the sweetener.
Challenge
It's
yeah.
like
accepted.
egg custard.
Yeah.
And the keto chow drop biscuits. If you've never made drop biscuits and you are missing bread, like,
It's
That's
good.
the thing to make.
Amy wants to know if I got
Chicken.
my phone fixed. So, yeah, funny
Amy.
story. Jumped in the car, went down with Anthony. I called them first, and they're like, yes, you can come down here and we will fix your phone today. There was only one place within 70 miles that would fix it within the next 3 weeks. So I drove down there, get there, and the girl's like, 1 to 3 days. I'm like, I called. It took me an hour to get here. She's like, 1 to 3 days. She's like, maybe today. I'm like, well, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, what do you think? She's like,
Yeah.
1 to 3 days. So Anthony and I got in the car. We get back home. 20 minutes later, I get an email. Your phone's done.
I'm like, dang it!
Anthony's like, no, don't even ask.
He did ride back the next day with Joe, but the contingency was he had to stop at the fireworks store and allow
The
Anthony
next
to buy
day, we had to
some
go buy fireworks.
fireworks because Anthony's birthday is July 3rd and he is all about the fireworks.
And we're roasting a pig.
So Deborah says,
With fireworks?
Ooh.
yeah, we're gonna cook it hard. So Deborah says, glad to have Jason back, but because I don't understand this, autocorrect always changes glad to fear. Why?
Yes, it does.
And it will try to correct all of my words
Wow.
that I don't want it to correct, and then I will have something like happy birthday where I sound like an idiot, and then it leaves. Like, no,
Glad.
that sounded like that's exactly what you wanted to send.
Kathleen said we all have such big smiles tonight. So happy together.
Now we need you guys over too. Wouldn't that be awesome? We just need everybody over in the house.
Yeah.
This is why we love conferences, though, because this is like
true.
everybody in the keto space. Like when you
Yeah.
show up at a conference, like everybody. So it's like we want to go to conferences just to be able to hang out with all of our friends.
Yeah, because it really is such a treat to sit down and like have a meal, and there's no explaining. I don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
to like. There's no
Yeah.
awkwardness.
By the way, no, I don't want any of the bread. And
Yep.
well, we went to Buffalo. No, not Buffalo. We went to Texas Roadhouse with you guys in Omaha, and they tried to give us bread. I don't know how many times.
All of us were like,
We're
We're like,
still
we don't want the
good.
bread. No.
It's good. We're happy.
Well,
We're
even when
good.
we ordered our shrimp last night, and Chris is like, "Yeah, don't even bother with the cocktail sauce. We're just gonna throw it out anyway."
Yeah. So it's really awesome, and that exactly what you're saying. Like that is what conferences or get-togethers, meetups, hangouts are like, and so look for ones in your area because they're
As
starting.
they open it back up.
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
starting to meet up. So maybe it's not a convention, but it's a meetup. You know, like something like Autumn is
Yep.
doing Ketopalooza,
Ketopalooza.
and I think it's just really a fun time.
Ron said, "Thank you, Keto Chow. My dad was having appetite issues. I made him a couple Keto Chow shakes, and he loves it. I gotta order more because he's eating my stuff."
oh no.
Aw. Amy says, "How cute, keto family with my hands to my cheeks like Rachel does."